Hi everyone, this is Whitney with my week 4 video discussion post. Answering the first question is, what 3 or more objects would you choose to represent your life personally or our society as a whole, and why? The first thing I chose was a pair of kids' shoes. Represents my role as a foster parent and a guardian, as well as an educator. I chose these because because my life really revolves around children. Not only am I those things, but I work with children, so I spend about 99% of my time with kids. It also made me think about the constant movement in my life. Things are always moving and changing. And then also symbolizes growth, because kids' feet are growing. You have to buy them new shoes quite often. The second object I chose is an energy drink. Represents survival and routine. Although I recently got out of the routine of drinking an energy drink every day, for a long time that was like my comfort in the morning. Like, that told me I was going to get through my day. It also makes me think of the early mornings. I have to have everyone out my front door and in the truck by 6:45 in the morning to get them to daycare and get me to work. And that, in my mind, for a long time was my lifesaver. It also made me think of the emotional connection you can have with such simple, insignificant objects. Like, an energy drink is really nothing, but it used to mean so much to me. And then the third object I chose is flowers. I love flowers, and I love them because they make me happy, and I like to believe that I can be that in someone else's life. I think it also represents calmness and parts of my life where maybe a flower was the only beautiful thing I could find, where, you know, a day was just really bad, but if I kept some sunflowers on my coffee table or dining room table, it would lift me up momentarily. And then also that ties to nature, and I love nature and the outdoors. And yeah. The next question, which artist stood out to you as most interesting in their approach, ideas, or final artworks? What did you find most interesting about the artist, and how does it connect to your personal aesthetic values? I had to do some digging to find. I knew the exact painting that I wanted to talk about the artist of, but I had to do a lot of digging back in previous week's lectures before I found it. And I chose Rachel Roush, I think you say her name. We learned about her in one of our lectures where they're talking about the Dutch Golden Age. And she was one of the most successful floral painters of that time. And the specific painting that I was thinking of is flowers in a glass vase with a tulip. And I just found the painting was very, like, extremely detailed and realistic, but still felt very soft and elegant. You could tell that, you know, she put work into not only just looking at a flower, but like studying a flower and studying plants and what she wanted to portray in her image. This connects to my personal aesthetic. I'm discovering I really love floral art. And I like real flowers. It makes my day and my house feel brighter and more peaceful. I'm also noticing that I'm drawn to artwork with softer colors and a more calming feel, natural forms, and that really aligns with her work. And her attention to detail really stands out to me, even though I'm not an expert by any means. I appreciate when something looks very carefully made and a lot of work put into it, and I feel like it's obvious that she made that, like, very intentionally. It made it look the way it does. And yeah, her work just really reminds me of all the things that kind of align with me. Nature and calm spaces and colorful moments and happiness and all those things. So yeah, thank you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful week.